Hello guys, can you hear me? Hello Jamie, welcome to stream, how are you? Chuck Battle, welcome to stream. William, welcome to stream, how are you brother? Nice to see you. It's nice to see you guys. Hey Colin, how are you brother? Papa Swanson, how are you? Nice to see you man. It's been a while. Yeah, no, it's actually not been a while because we streamed, I think on Tuesday? Or last weekend. Yeah, our last stream was playing the last competition, which by the way we ended up losing. We ended up on the 3rd place. I'm gonna show you the leaderboard right here. As you can see, Hell's Honing ended on the 1st place of the last competition, which was a competition for the biggest Pine Marten, the biggest American mink, and the biggest European badger you can possibly obtain. And we ended up getting the 3rd place, getting the biggest Pine Marten of the competition, but unfortunately that wasn't enough. Yeah, we needed a bigger mink, and we couldn't even get a diamond, so that is unfortunate. Hey Luis, nice to see you brother. Dave Guinea Pig, welcome to stream. Maltijol, welcome to stream, how are you? Hello Jordan, how are you? It's nice to see you. Alright guys, so today we're gonna be playing another competition which just started last Friday, and guys, it's been absolutely crazy. Look at this. It's been 2 days since the competition started and we've already gotten 20 participants. Look, currently Cerberus is on the 1st place. He has gotten a big gold of every single of the 7 species, which as you can see are the Kensbok, the Blue Wildebeest, the Lion, the Cape Buffalo, the Warhawk, the Lesser Kuru, and the Springbok. Golds only. You know, that is the difference between this competition and the last one. This one only counts the golds. So diamonds doesn't count. Diamonds don't count. But yeah guys, we're gonna start our participation. We're gonna go to Borjonga Savannah this time. And we're gonna be focusing on getting big golds. If we can get a troll of any of the 7 species, that would be amazing. This is the only scenario where getting trolls is better than getting diamonds, you know. Okay, we have this session right here, 934. It is good because I believe this is the Cape Buffalo drink time. We could start by going for some buffaloes. Mr. Warhawk, how are you brother? Welcome to stream. Nathan Green, welcome to stream, how are you? It's nice to see you guys. I'm excited about this one. It'll be a very exciting competition because it's a lot of species and we don't have the pressure of getting diamonds, which is different. Yeah, we can simply relax, shoot some goals, and submit our best kills. If we manage to get some, you know, some trolls, that would be fantastic. But I won't complain if we manage to get only big level 4s. Okay, so there we have max estimate Springbok right there, right off the bat. That is perfect. Hey William, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate your support, brother. Epic comp. Yeah, this is a very exciting competition, and I wish you luck, man. You've been doing fantastic on the last competitions. Very nice to hear you are doing great, Mr. Warhawk. I'm also doing decent. Also doing pretty decent, you know, just feeling a bit of tension on my throat. And we just spooked these Springboks by accident, that was so stupid. Sandor Maples, how are you? I just got my first grade 1 pair, a cream pair, that is amazing. Well, we got disconnected, so it doesn't matter. We'll have to go to a different session. Hello Andrew, how are you man? It's nice to see you. Congratulations on the great one, Sander Maples, that is a nice variation, I love it. Okay, let's look for a different session. We were on this one, but we were disconnected, so we're gonna go to this one. It is also in the morning. I have a few diamond stubble quells. That is a nice species. You know, I've been seeing that they are bugged at the moment, and yeah, apparently they are spawning as level 6 or level 4s, I believe, which is insane. Piseriliev, I hope I pronounced that correctly, brother. I'm doing good. How are you, brother? Yeah, just excited to start this competition. Let's see. Oh, I need to change my loadout, I just realized. I am bored grinding, wish me luck. To get a short grind, I wish you luck. Oh, I don't know if you've seen, guys, but a lot of content creators are having trouble spawning great ones at the moment. So yeah, there's a theory out there that maybe they decreased the spawn rate for the great ones. Like silently. They didn't say anything regarding, decreasing their spawn rate or anything, but apparently a lot of people are having trouble spawning great ones quickly at the moment, which is interesting. Like, there are a lot of multiple thousand kill grinds at the moment. I think Chopper he's had like 10,000 plus kills without a single great one, which is insane. And Scarecrow is also having a lot of trouble at the moment. So yeah, maybe they decreased their spawn rates. You are the first person to pronounce my name right. Well, that's surprising. That's surprising because I had no idea what I was saying, to be honest. But I'm glad, brother. I've not had a single great one since November, but I thought it was just me. Yeah, Mr. Warhawk, a lot of people are, having the same experience. For some reason. Okay, so there are some Springboks right here. We need to find a Normax estimate. At the moment, it is wildebeest string time. So we're gonna head to this lake right here. Hopefully we'll find some wildebeest drink in there. There is a female. That scares me. Yeah, it is scary. It is scary because, yeah, if they decrease their spawn rates, like just imagine, if it was already hard, now it's pretty much guaranteed to have to kill at least a couple thousand before spawning a great one. Maybe it's not the case though, maybe it's just bad luck that those creators have been having. But it is interesting because it's like a lot of people at the same time. So maybe they actually changed something. I got a moose on 2nd of January, 660 kills, nice. That was a short grind. Very nice to hear, brother. Lilo Wens, welcome to stream. I am doing a rated grind right now, and I have a solo zone with 3 males and 1 is a level 8. Just give me a second, the chat is moving fast. Do I kill it or leave it? Because I don't know if he'll respawn. Oh, if you kill the level 8 and if it is a solo with 3 males, like if it is a zone with 3 solo males, then it is definitely gonna respawn, but it's most likely not gonna respawn on the same area. Like, not on the same zone, I mean. It's gonna respawn close to it, most likely. Maybe even not on the same lake, but definitely not on the same zone. So yeah, you can still kill it, and you are still gonna be able to find it if your setup covers most of the lakes. Hello, Brandon, from Jamaica. Saludos, amigo. Nice to hear you enjoy the content. I'ma watch a different video, sounds good, Jamie. Hello, Sergio, how are you? It's been a while. I'm doing very good, it's nice to see you again. Hello, Hater, how are you, brother? I saw you submitted something to this competition, it was nice. Brenton, we met on the last stream. Yeah, I remember you, brother. It's nice to see you again. How are you? I just wanted to let you know you are one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you very much, brother. It makes me so happy to hear, whenever people say I'm one of their favorite YouTubers. It is such a huge compliment, so I really appreciate it, brother. Okay, so there was no wildebeest here, surprisingly. We are gonna go to a different lake. This one is guaranteed to have wildebeest, like it always has wildebeest. And as you can see, our map is pretty much fully locked because we restarted our game like a couple months ago and we never unlocked Borjonga Savannah. So for this stream we're gonna we're gonna focus on these lakes right here. We are probably gonna head to this area as well at some point and explore this part of the coast. But yeah, for the moment we're gonna focus on these lakes, which, to be completely honest, are definitely gonna be enough to kill wildebeest and gamesbugs and lions as well, because this area right here is fantastic for those species. We're gonna go to this other lake before we visit this one, because there's another outpost close to it. Saludos amigo, todavía estoy aprendiendo español, así que temo que mi nivel aún es un poco bajo. Brandon, that is perfect Spanish right there. Like, that sentence is perfect Spanish. So yeah, you've been doing a great job and I wish you luck. Old Bad Gamer. Been really enjoying the videos and the style you do in them. Are you in multiplayer? Is this a fresh single player map? This is a random multiplayer session, and I'm happy to hear you enjoy the content, brother. Yeah, this is a random multiplayer session, as you can see. It's not exactly fresh, there's a lot of hunting pressure, mainly on the south. But yeah, we're gonna be focusing mainly on hunting goals, so that won't be an issue. Yeah, by the way guys, for anyone who's just joining, we are currently doing a competition, which is for the biggest goal scoring gamesbug, the biggest goal scoring wildebeest, biggest lion, cave buffalo, warhawk, lesser kuro and springbok. Goals only. If you wanna join this competition, just make sure to go to my Discord server. The link is on the description of the stream, as well as on the comments. As you can see, it is pinned on the top of the comment section. So yeah, just go to my Discord, go to the theHunter competition channel, and you'll be able to easily join the competition, which, as you can see, has been getting a lot of participants, and it's just getting started. It's gonna conclude next Friday. Gaming with Owen, welcome to the stream, how are you? I left the stream for 10 seconds and came back to you speaking Spanish. Yeah, I think this is the first time I speak Spanish on one of my streams, to be honest. I hope you get a level 5 gamesbook, cause those always troll. Yeah, you're so right. That'll be perfect. Yeah, a troll gamesbook, troll cave buffalo. Those are fairly common trolls. So yeah, I'm really hoping to get at least one this week. At least one of those two. Also, troll warhawk would be fantastic. Hell's Honey hacking. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know who put her that label, but it's very accurate. She won the last competition and I can't believe it, because she got a nearly max weight Ming and we couldn't even get a diamond Ming. Okay, so there's a level 4 wildebeest right there, but it's not even max estimate. We're gonna need something bigger. Yep, we're gonna need a max estimate level 4 at least. There are more over there. Might have been me. You did a great job, King Crab. I'm proud. Yeah, Hell's hacking. Hells and hacking. It goes very well together. Okay, there's no max estimates here, which is surprising because these guys tend to be very common max estimates. To add scores with decimals, or do you round up? We add the scores with the decimals, gaming with Owen. And as you can see, if you pay attention to the leaderboard, there's a multiplier table on the top right there. So that means that the score of the majority of the species will get multiplied by that multiplier in order to match the highest scoring animal, which in this case would be the gamesbug. Yeah, because, for example, the wildebeest has a much lower score than the gamesbug, so you have to find a way to make it about the same, and that is when the multiplier appears. Well, no big wildebeest right here, but there's an outpost. We're gonna unlock this outpost now that we're here. It feels strange to hear you in Spanish. I think I get used to hear you in English. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, most of you have never heard me speak Spanish. So yeah, I can imagine it is weird. What ethnicity is XK? I am Mexican. Ray Harrison. Mexican. My first language is English. Second language is Afrikaans. Third language, Sosa. Is that how you pronounce it? Fourth language, Spanish. That's amazing, brother. Yeah, it's amazing that you speak 4 languages. You know, I really wanna start learning German. I think learning German would be amazing. That is a level 4 Gamesbook right there. It's probably gonna be gold. But it's gonna be tiny. There's a lion. There's some wildebeest there. Some widgeon. More Gamesbook. Nothing big though. Is it cold where you are? It isn't cold where I am, but it's very extreme weather. For example, you know, during the midday, we are currently at, I think, like 25 Celsius, but at night we go down to like 7 or 8 Celsius. So yeah, it's very, very extreme. I wish my Spanish was as good as your English. Well, I've been practicing my English for a while as well. You know, the only thing I need to improve, and that I am aware, is basically my accent. And of course, I could be more fluent. But speaking this language every day while making videos and streams is helping me a lot. Like, I think I've been improving it a lot in the last couple years, especially. Because if you go back to my first videos, to the videos I used to make like, 3-4 years ago, you'll notice a huge difference. Yeah, like my accent was very, very heavy back then. Hey bro, where are you hoping to finish in this week's competition? On first place? First place, Mr. Warhawk, we are definitely aiming for the first place, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because there's a lot of competition this time. You know, already more than 20 participants in just 2 days. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting competition. And guys, if we can hit 30 participants on this one, that would be amazing, because I don't think we've ever hit more than 30 participants on one of these competitions. So yeah, the more people we get to join, the better. And again, if you wanna go and join the competition, just go to my Discord server. You'll see the link pinned on the comment section of the stream. You'll see a link at the top. Just go to my Discord, go to the theHunter competition channel, and there you'll be able to easily submit whatever you wanna submit. It's super simple. You only have to post both your harvest screen and a picture of your latest harvest. I like the accent. I like the accent. For me, it makes your content different to everyone else. That is nice to hear, Brendan. Yeah, that is very, very nice to hear. Yeah, I can imagine, just hearing this accent, like, already makes my videos unique in some way. So yeah, honestly, the thing I want to improve the most is my fluency, more than anything. Yeah, because I feel like I still tend to botch a lot of words, and like I tend to stutter a lot just because of the lack of fluency, a lot of times. But it's gonna take time. I guess it's been improving. Big Rocky Muscle, welcome to stream. How are you, brother? It's nice to see you. Calvin, sounds good, brother. It's good to see you. I hope you are doing good. Squid, welcome to stream, bro. It's nice to see you again. How are you? I can hear one line and say, hey, that's bro. That's amazing. Honestly, it is why I come here. It sets your content apart and I really enjoy it. Your efforts are noticed, my friend. I really appreciate that, brother. Really, really appreciate you saying that. There are two Brandons in chat. Yeah, there's one Brandon with E and another Brandon. I am also doing good, brother. I hope you're also, it's nice to hear you're doing good. You've been killing it recently. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much, and it's nice to see you here. It's very, very nice to see you. Guys, if you haven't checked out Squid, he makes some amazing content. I don't think he's using his actual channel at this moment. But yeah, just go and search for Squidster on YouTube and you'll see his content. He makes some amazing grade 1 guides. So I definitely recommend you checking out. That is nice to hear. Big Rocky Muscle. I wish you luck on your grind. Hopefully you get a grade 1 quickly. As a first language English speaker, I do not struggle to understand at all. That is amazing to hear, Brandon. Yeah, I guess that's enough. As long as the native English speakers are able to understand me, that's more than enough. But yeah, it used to be, like, when my accent was thicker, like, I can imagine it was quite harder to understand me. As I said, especially on those first videos. Like, I used to get some comments that said, like, what did you say, or something like, what did you say on this part? And I was like, yeah, it's just my accent. But it's been improving, so it makes me happy to hear. Yeah, I know I don't have to shut you out, brother, but I wanted to. You deserve it, and it's nice to hear. It's nice to see you here. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, it's been a very fun competition. Definitely hoping to get the first place on this one, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very, very competed, very disputed. Hey, nice to hear, Jordan. Makes me happy to hear. King of Trucks, welcome to the stream. How are you? Alright guys, so I'm trying to spot any big gamespoke or big wildebeest here, but as you could see, they are only level 3s, some level 4s that are tiny. So yeah, this is not going good at the moment. We need a level 4 female. Okay, we're gonna go to Israel Lake now, which is also fantastic for wildebeest. Hey Luke, how are you? I'm doing very good, brother. I also hope you're doing good. It is nice to see you. Just got a fairly big cape. First submission of the competition. Nice, Mr. Warhawk. What did he score? The accent is thick, but as I said, it sets you apart. Personally, I appreciate the effort. Thank you for saying that, brother. Yeah, I definitely have an accent. And, it is hard to get rid of the accent. It just takes a lot of practice. Like, maybe in a couple of years you'll be better, but, just hearing you say those things, it, I guess, maybe makes me think that it won't be necessary. Yeah, I would say it's the fluency what I really want to improve, because if I improve my fluency, like, I'll be able to record quicker. Like, that is the thing. Sometimes I want to say something and it just takes me many tries to say what I want to say, especially during the videos. See you, Sergio. Have a good night, bro. It was nice to see you. Buenas noches, papito, it's crazy. Buenas noches, Sergio. Just joined. What is the competition exactly? The competition is a competition that we're doing on my Discord server at the moment. And as you can see here on the screen, it is for the biggest goal scoring gamespoke, wildebeest, lion, Cape Buffalo, Warhawk, Lizard Kuru, and Springbok. It is goals only, so the diamonds don't count. And we're just getting started here. If you wanna participate on this competition, just make sure to go to my Discord server. You'll see the link pinned on the comment section right there. Yeah, if you wanna join it, just join my Discord, go to the competition channel, and you'll be able to submit whatever you wanna submit. Super easy. As a resident of the southern US, I can understand you perfectly. I wouldn't say you need to lose the accent. It is a homage to your heritage and it is part of what makes your content unique. I appreciate you, brother. And I love the southern accent, let me tell you. You know, if I wanted to, let's say, replicate an accent or, copy an accent, it would be the southern accent. Like the accent they speak on, Texas, Arkansas. I love that accent. It is hard to understand. Like for me, whenever I've been up there, I struggle to understand it, but I find it pretty unique. It has a lot of personality. But yeah, I appreciate the comment, brother. It's my birthday in a couple days. Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday, Big Rookie Muscle. Happy birthday, it's amazing. I'm gonna tell you happy birthday in a couple days, exactly on the day. Because I'm probably gonna stream on Tuesday as well. So yeah, if I see you there, we'll wish you a happy birthday all here on the stream. Just give me a second, guys, I've been missing so many comments here. The new map is too challenging for me. I have 0 trophies of the new species and I play every day. Yeah, the new species, especially the martins, the minks and the badgers, they are tough. So yeah, that's normal, look. I hope you manage to get something soon. But have you gotten any rares? No, 0 trophies, so no even rares. Yeah, that's unlucky. For example, Hell's Honey, she really struggled to get her first rare of the new species as well. Like, she got an albino woodcock, I believe, and then she had to go like 2 weeks without a single trophy for them. Like, for any of the new species. Bro, the Latinos I know say English is the hardest language to learn. It can be difficult because, or one of the reasons why I've heard it is difficult for us Latinos is because the muscles like English speakers use are different to the ones we use to speak Spanish. So yeah, you have to develop those muscles in order to have the right accent. But the problem is that if you develop those muscles, then the muscles you use to speak Spanish suffer. So yeah, it's pretty much, or it's very hard to be completely fluent in both languages, or at least to have a perfect accent in both languages, because the muscles you use are different. So yeah, that is very understandable. What is the server called, bro? This is the server right here. Watchman of Doom server. Sounds good, Brandon. It was nice to see you. I hope you have a good night. And I appreciate it, brother. What is your favorite grade one, bro? My favorite grade one? The species I would say is the whitetail, because I love the racks. I love the rack variety. But if you ask me any combo in particular, I would tell you the Fable Speckled, I think it is called, typical rack grade 1 moose. So yeah, Fable Speckled, typical rack grade 1 moose. That would be my favorite grade one. Talking about a specific combination. Why don't you have any outposts discovered? Because I restarted my game a couple months ago, right, Harrison? And yeah, as you can see, I never unlocked my Borjonga Savannah again. But that is a level 4 Gamesbook right there. I saw it. As you can see, she has some really big horns. So, She has no chance to make diamond, but we're looking for big goals on this competition, and that's definitely gonna be a big submission. Not gonna be huge anyway, because her top estimate goes up to 324 I mean, and the diamond score is 337. So yeah, not gonna be huge, but it's gonna be a nice start. We're gonna shoot it right here. We have the 7mm Malmer. She's walking. And that's gonna do it right there. She's down. Womp womp. Hello, I watch your Angler videos. Do you still play? Renato, unfortunately, I have stopped playing the Angler because the game got discontinued, as you probably already know. So yeah, I haven't played the Angler in a while, but I still stream it, maybe every once in a couple months. But yeah, like, I definitely don't play the Angler frequently anymore. Okay guys, so here we have it. There is a level 4 gamesbook. Not gonna be huge, but it's gonna be a decent submission because we're looking for goals. It is a 321.28, not too bad. We're just gonna take a picture right here. And now we're gonna go to our latest harvest right here. And we're also gonna take a picture of our latest harvest because in order for a submission to count on this competition, you have to post both the harvest screen and a picture of your latest harvest. So I'm gonna go to Discord right here and I'm gonna post it within the Gamesbook channel. There's a channel for each species where you can post your submissions. So let's see. That's gonna be our first submission in this competition. Not too bad. Are you sad about the Angler? I am very sad about the Angler. I think it had a lot of potential. You know, I think if they decided to add something like a trophy lodge or an aquarium, it would probably have saved the game. But they decided to just kill it because it was essentially not making them enough money. Yeah, and it could have definitely turned a different path with a trophy lodge or something like that, in my opinion. But at least we can complain because a lot of people that were working on the Angler are now working on the Hunter, and that gives them even more, manpower to create bigger maps and give us more updates. So yeah, that's probably one of the main reasons why the Hunter has been getting more stuff recently, or more DLCs recently, just because they have more manpower now. Plumpy. Yeah, Plumpy could be our phrase at some point. But for now, we're just gonna say womp womp with most kills. I have 2 Fable Speckle typical rack moves. That's amazing. I'm so jealous, hater. I'm so jealous because, as I said, that is my favorite combo for any grade one. You got a 331, William? Yeah, if you got a 331 Gamesbook, that's probably gonna be one of the biggest poses so far. Okay, there is a level 3 Springbok over there. Papa Swanson, we haven't gotten anything. Well, we killed a pretty decent level 4 Gamesbook, but it wasn't that big. It was a 321.28. Oh yeah, the one I just showed wasn't that big, William. It was 321. Yeah, I wish it was a 331, that would have been amazing. Also, the second one to spawn in only 10 kills. Did you get your second Fable Speckled in 10 kills, hater? That's incredible. Man, I'm so jealous of those short grinds. Guys, imagine I started a grind like on a stream and we ended up getting a great one after only 10 kills on the same stream. Like, there are people out there getting great ones in like 5 kills. Like, I've heard of many. I thought you said 331. It was probably just my accent, William. Yeah, I wish it was that big. Okay, so we are gonna keep moving towards this side of the map. You know, I'm gonna unlock this watchtower. I also wanna unlock this for outpost. And in the meantime, we are probably gonna be able to spot some springboks. We need a big springbok. Well, there are some springboks over there. That is a herd. Only female so far. Hopefully there's a max estimate. Let's see. There's a level 3. Where are the males? There's another female. No males right here, apart from the level 3. That is weird. Let's continue. Squidster there got a 2-kill wolf grind. That is incredible. That is incredible. 2 kill is crazy. I got 2 great ones in one run and on the same zone. That's just on the same zone. Damn. What is that luck, hater? That's some incredible luck right there. The hacking accusations would go crazy. Imagine, Mr. Rahok. Yeah, imagine like the things Hells would say to me if I got a great one on 10 kills. There's another herd over there. We need a level 4, guys. Level 3. Is there only a single male on that one? Are you even going to do a face reveal in a setup tour? Yeah, probably. Big rookie muscle in the future. You know, whenever we hit 30,000 kills, I'm probably gonna post a picture of myself. But you know, a proper face reveal in like setup tour, that's probably gonna happen. You know, I wanna do it for in a special milestone, maybe like 50,000. But yeah, my first face reveal, that'll be very soon. Whenever we hit 30,000, so yeah, that's what, 800 subscribers from here, pretty much. By the way, I need to update the subscriber goal right here. Just give me a second. We're gonna make it 29,220. Right there. Just 10 subscribers away. First animal I spotted on my first time loading Borhonga on this game was a level 5 Gold Fur Wildebeest. That's amazing. Even better being Gold Fur. I love how the wildebeest look. And just imagine, guys, if we ever get, you know, Afirca 2.0, we could see the black wildebeest. You know, it's very similar to a blue wildebeest, but the horns are different. And also, like, the mane they have is a bit different. And of course, they are darker. They are a super cool animal. Sounds good, William. Have a good one, brother. It was nice to see you. Here's my second Gold Fur diamond. Nice. I think one of my dream trophies here on Borhonga Savannah would be something like a max core Gold Fur type wildebeest. That would look sick on the trophy lodge. I have a very accurate Australian accent. It sounds exactly like a real Australian. Nice. So you've been practicing your Australian accent, big rookie muscle. Or are you from Australia? Oh yeah, king crab. Yeah, my face looks like a blue wildebeest. Like a black wildebeest, actually. I can't remember, but did you ever get anything from your pheasant grind on Hirschfelden? I never got anything apart from a couple diamonds, Papa Swanson. But yeah, we're gonna continue that grind at some point. You know, we're probably gonna go back to that grind and also go back to our Wildborg grind here on Scotland. On Scotland, I mean. Because we're not on Scotland at the moment. I feel like someone was talking about mods. Hey, Hells. Yeah, we're talking about you. We're saying how you modded the last competition. By the way, check the leaderboard for the competition you won. Check your name right there. No, never mind. On the last competition. Hell's Hunting hacking. It's so accurate. You can see it there on the 21st place. I didn't do it though. That was, I think, King Crab. But it's hilarious. I play Planet Zoo, and there you can get rare animals, and you can get an albino black wildebeest. Damn. I imagine they look amazing. I don't think that is a mistake. I don't think that is a mistake, and yeah, that is the accurate name. To make a submission, do I just need to place a screenshot of the harvest screens in the submissions area on Discord? Yeah, you have to submit your harvest screen and also a picture of your latest harvest. This is the latest harvest right here. You go to a codex, you go to the hunting log, and as you can see, there's the latest harvest. This list right here. Take a picture of this, displaying the kill. So those two pictures and that's it. Yeah, it was totally me. It was totally me, the one who changed her name. For sure, King Crab. I would have wrote something worse, to be honest. Okay, so we just unlocked this watchtower. Now we're gonna go unlock this outpost. I also want this one though, because this area is fantastic for the Springbok. So I'm gonna place a waypoint there. And hopefully in the meantime, while we go there, we'll manage to spot some other herds. Okay, some Gainsbug. Nothing bigger on that herd, unfortunately. We need a wildebeest. Well, there's a wildebeest, only female though. Let's continue. Yeah, Hells, I'm honestly a bit salty about that loss. Oh, but you were nervous, eh? You were very nervous, because I was only a big mink away from, you know, replacing you in the first place. I had mercy though. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna let her have this one. So guys, what was your most recent trophy? Like, what was the last trophy you have gotten this week? Let's see. Diamond Warhawk. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that was last Friday, right, Wolf? Melanistic All Plains Bison, that's a sick trophy. Right, Harrison? So jealous. 2 minutes ago I got a Leucistic Red Deer, amazing. I'm still missing any of the new rares for the Red Deer, so I'm also jealous about that one. My most recent was also a Leucistic Red Deer from my grind, amazing Big Rocky Muscle. I need one of those. I got a Piebald Axis Deer's gold scoring, amazing look. I love the Piebalds on the Axis Deer, I love the parents. Sounds good, hater. It was nice to see you. Have a good day or night. I got a Piebald Martin. Oh, that video will be nice, Hells, whenever you decide to upload it. Unfortunately, I was there to to experience that, to witness you getting that pivot. Very modded, by the way. I got my first grade on Thursday. Nice, Papa Swanson. What was it? We need a wildebeest. Guys, this area is empty. You know, the rest of the species, you know, everything that isn't a lion should be feeding at the moment, I believe, or resting. For example, the springboks are feeding at the moment. So we can expect to spot some on these open areas. There is a scrub here. Great on board, Fabled Brindle, one of the two furs I wanted. The Fabled Brindle is my favorite, Papa Swanson. I love their pattern on their face. Like, that's honestly one of my favorite furs for any great one out there. The Fabled Brindle. Use a scrub here. Nothing special. Let's just continue heading towards the outpost. Yeah guys, we're gonna continue heading towards this outpost, and then we're gonna start working our way towards the coast, because I wanna hunt some water buffaloes. Some Cape buffaloes, I mean. Sounds good, Hells. Have a great day as well. Nice to see you. I want the brindle, the steeple, or the butterscotch. Oh yeah, the butterscotch is also sick looking. Yeah, my favorites for the wild boar are the brindle, the butterscotch, and there's this other, I forgot the name. I forgot the name. Yeah, because I like the brindle just because of the pattern it has on its face. Then the butterscotch because it is like golden. And then there's this other that has like an orange face. Okay, so we're on the outpost. And what I love about this area is that on the other side of the road, mainly, it tends to be a great place to spot springboks. As you can see, there's a female. Well, there's usually a big herd over there. Not on this station though. But on many other stations you can also spot some herds on the sides. Like for example down there. There is a jackal. There's a scrub here over there. We need a level 4 springbok. I'm getting so unlucky with the wildebeest for some reason. That's just how it goes, Mr. Warhawk. Whenever a new competition starts, everything starts to disappear. Like all the big ones start to disappear. Let's see. So as I said, we're gonna start heading towards the coast. Well, on this server the coast is invaded by other players. But we can also maybe check this other lake. We can also go down here. No, I think we're gonna go to a different station, guys, because yeah, this one has a lot of players and a lot of hunting pressure. So we're gonna go to a different server and we're gonna continue hunting springboks because we need a level 4, a max estimate level 4. Not even a diamond, just a big level 4 for the competition. Let's go here. We're gonna look for a server during the morning. This one has a lot of players as well. This one is 2 to 3. I wonder if they are gonna let us stay. This one is 1 to 8 though. So let's go there. Springbok are hard. Yeah, the Springbok can be difficult. And it sucks because on the very first session I joined on this, on this stream, we spotted a max weight Springbok. Max weight decimal Springbok first thing on the server. And we lost connection, unfortunately. Well, there are some Springboks down there. Nothing huge though. I've never had a diamond Springbok. I've always been super unlucky with those two. They are tough. I would say they are one of the toughest species here in Borjonga Savannah. Along the Jackal. Yeah, the Jackal is by far the hardest, but the fact the Springboks don't have a drink time definitely makes them harder. If only Xbox had the possibilities to select servers. Right, Wolf? Yeah, I can't believe Xbox doesn't give you that option. Like, that really sucks. Because PlayStation does, I believe. So yeah, I don't understand why it wouldn't be possible to do the same on Xbox. We're gonna go to this other area and we're gonna go check this lake for wildebeest. Jackal I find that easy, really, Wolf. To find diamonds. Yeah, because Jackal has been giving me a very hard time. I already have a couple diamonds for them, but they've always been pure luck. They are quite difficult for me. Has your voice been feeling better? It has been feeling better, Lewis. Right now it's a bit tense, because it's part of the condition and it's always gonna be tense, but it's better than how it was a couple months ago, for sure. Definitely good enough to stream, which is what matters. Hello, Venmine, or Venmin. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I hope you are doing good. Got my first diamond neighbor, a fallow deer plus 2 pivots, that's amazing. 1 sandbar and the other a row, nice. Where the pivot melts. That's a very nice start, brother. Congratulations. Minx, I'm gonna call you Minx. That's way easier. Hello, Young, welcome to the stream. We're gonna go head to that lake because currently wildebeest are drinking. So we're gonna go here and we should be able to spot at least 3 or 4 hares, guys, and hopefully max estimate. It would surprise me if there isn't at least 1 max estimate there. Thank you very much, Minx. I appreciate it, brother, and it's nice to see you here. Level 5 Kuro and I got kicked. Damn. Now that really sucks, King Crab. Yeah, spotting a diamond and getting kicked afterwards is possibly the worst thing that can happen to you on multiplayer, honestly. Like, apart from another player arriving and shooting your diamond. Yeah, that is a very big rip moment right there, King Crab. I'm sorry to hear. That's one of the risks of playing multiplayer for sure. We are gonna get something good soon. I feel it. Hopefully, Papa Swanson. This lake that we're about to visit is normally very good. Wouldn't surprise me if we spot a level 5 there. Yeah, and the fact it was on a diamond Kuro, it makes it even worse because they are hard. They are hard, as AJ is saying. Let's continue, guys. The server crashing when you have a 218 bottom estimate level 5 feral code. Yeah, that's nightmare material, Wolf. I want to go on a run. Perfectly understandable reaction, King Crab. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you lose it right here. I would quit the game if that happened. Yeah, that is a very understandable reaction. Guys, did you know that one time I ended up resetting my game on accident on Xbox? I'm pretty sure I told you at some point, but yeah, one time I was just on the main menu and I think I was checking my cell phone for whatever reason, and like I was moving the controller, like just going up and down on the main menu, and I got distracted, clicked the new game button, and then clicked accept by accident. Like it happened in 2 seconds and I ended up restarting my game by accident, losing like 50 diamonds. No, I think it was like 100 diamonds, because that was my very first game. So yeah, I saw that, lost my account pretty much. There was no trophy lodge back then, so all my stats were gone, and yeah, I ended up quitting the game like for a couple months after that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this thing. And I ended up coming back, unfortunately. Ended up coming back and then I started my channel like a year later. But yeah, that could have been the end right there. There would have been no Pro XCK if I decided to not go back to a game after that. Nothing big for the games book. We're gonna go to the lake. We're super close now. Last night I decided to shoot the Milky Way spiral I had stacked. I went to shoot him with the Glock and I totally spined it. Damn, young. Messing up a great one is honestly one of the worst things that can happen to you as well. Damn, I'm sorry to hear, young. That sucks. I hope you managed to get another great one. You know, I imagine you already have plenty of great ones though, since you were stuck in that one. You know, probably not as painful as if it was your first one, for sure. Okay, so there we have a herd of wildebeest. Just gotta make sure there's no max estimate there. Just level 3s, surprisingly. What made you come back? I would say just the love for the game, Minx. Yeah, because at that point I was already playing the game pretty frequently. Like, I had more than 100 great ones when more than 100 diamonds, I mean, when the diamonds were very hard to obtain. Like, way before true racks or trophy lodges. So yeah, I was pretty decent at the game, and I was loving the game, so that made me go back. You know, one day I just realized, you know, I'm missing playing this game. So I decided to give it another try, start fresh again at level 1, and yeah, I loved it. I loved restarting. And I ended up getting many more diamonds. I think that was, you know, I ended up coming back when Parque Fernando was released. So the fact the diamonds were super easy to obtain on Parque Fernando made it easier. Yeah, because back then the thing that was more painful for me was just losing 100 diamonds and not being able to see that on my stats. But I was able to reach 100 fairly quickly with the release of Parque Fernando again. Yesterday I got a Lucistic Hydration William Hen. Nice, big rocket muscle, that's amazing. That is another rare I'm missing, I believe. I'm jealous. Have you gotten any great one? I have killed 11 great ones in total, I believe. Kaden. Yeah, 11 great ones. I'm only missing the great one Mule Deer, the great one Red Fox, the great one Pheasant, in the wildborn. Yeah, I have every other species. No signs of any max estimate wildebeest here. There's another herd on that side of the lake though. We can only see that female. Let's see on the other side. Pheasant is a fun one, yeah. Yeah, means the pheasants are fun. And I started my grind on Hirschfelden just to make it more challenging, but yeah, I think I'm gonna start one on Salzwiesen at some point, or Scotland. Because Scotland also seems to be pretty decent for the pheasants. They are like super concentrated on a single area. That makes it easy. There is a level 3, level 4, not max estimate though. Come on, where are the big ones? Great One Wildboar is a bit overrated, but the Stitch is good. Yeah, the Fable Stitch is another nice variation, that's true. The person who just joined got host and made everyone crash. That sucks. That sucks, Wolf. You know, I'm pretty sure that here on PC there are players that can actually make everyone crash. It's probably by using some sort of mod or something like that. Like one day I was on a session and a guy just joined out of nowhere and he said something like, I don't like this session or something like that. And then instantly the host got disconnected, he got host, and 5 seconds later the entire session crashed. Pretty much. There was another hair right there. There is another level 4, not max estimate. Guys, where are the big level 4s? Where are the big level 4s? There is a wildebeest, a female. Because that is a level 4, but it's not max estimate, that's the problem. Oh, you found a level 9 red deer minx. Nice. I hope it is a huge diamond. Yeah, hopefully when that one responds, it responds as a great one. Some Gamespoke over there. Leviathan, welcome to the stream. It's nice to see you, brother. How are you? My favorite content creator is live. Call of the Wild content creator is live. That's amazing to hear, brother. I really appreciate your support. I was wondering where you were. So we couldn't find any big wildebeest on this lake, surprisingly. I was expecting to see at least one max estimate, but there was 0. So now we're gonna go to a different lake, guys. You know, we have the option to visit this one, which tends to be decent. This one also tends to be decent, but it's already explored. This one is fresh, though. We could go down here. We're gonna go down there. Happy to hear you are doing good, brother. I'm also doing good, Leviathan. Oh, you got a diamond springbok, right? 80.1, nice, that is a big one. I was hoping you troll for a competition. Yeah, the trolls are what you need. But that is the best part about these gold scoring competitions, you know. If you get a troll, you are happy because you get a nice submission. But if you get a diamond instead of a troll, then you cannot be mad. You know, a diamond is a diamond. Hello, Decaf, welcome to the stream. How are you, brother? King Charles, nice to see you again. How are you? We're gonna start heading towards this lake down here. My last level 5 score silver because I got the glitch at the time. Oh yeah, I remember that bug. Yeah, there have been some really weird bugs, in this game. Like many of you may remember the times where the female caribous were able to make diamond. Yeah, and the female caribous were able to make diamond, and then the diamonds counted as great ones on the codex. There have been some really weird bugs. Now there's a springbok herd over there, level 3 and a female. Are those two solos? I think those are solos. Leviathan, I'm still on my main account, but you may remember I restarted my game like a couple months ago, but I never discovered my Borjonga Savannah once again. So yeah, we're still on the same account, but my Borjonga Savannah is pretty much unexplored. Pretty good, just got a diamond Kuro. Nice, King Charles. You got the rarest diamond out of the 7 species on the competition, I would say. Hello, Eleni. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna do a face and grind. Any tips? I would say the first tip would be to do your grind on either Salswisin or Scotland. That would be nice. And of course, just make sure to look for your zones. Make sure to search for guides, especially herd management guides if you decide to do herd management. And just try to use something like, instead of using the shotgun, try to place your tents far from the zones. Place your tents like 200 meters away from the zones, and then use something like the 223 or the Sarsa 223 to shoot the pheasants from afar. Because that way it's way easier to see them instead of like shooting them with a shotgun right in front of the tent. I give up on this wildebeest for now. Giving up on the wildebeest is crazy. Like, imagine how unlucky you have to be for the wildebeest to make you give up. Yeah, because they tend to be like the easy species, but man, I'm also having some very rough luck right now. Not even a single max estimate. That's insane. I'm glad to hear, Decaf. I'm also doing decent. Really enjoying this stream. Guys, we need something. We need a big wildebeest. We are about to get to this lake right here. Hopefully there's gonna be at least a couple herds. Thank you for the hotspot maps in your Discord. I use them daily. That is amazing to hear, Decaf. Yeah, the hotspot maps are, probably my favorite thing that I've done so far. Like, of course, the videos is, what I really want to grow. But the hotspot maps are like the thing I've been doing mainly for the community. So it makes me very happy to hear people have been finding them so helpful throughout these last years. Bro, do you think Africa should have rhino or elephant? Absolutely. Absolutely. We are probably not gonna see them on Borjonga Savannah, but whenever Africa 2.0 gets released, I would expect to see at least the elephant, because I feel that would be the most requested species. What does Fable mean? The Fable is the highest level an animal can have, means. And it only appears on great ones. So yeah, for example, you see how the wildebeest I've been spotting normally say like 3 very easy or 2 minor. The 10 Fable would be like the highest level an animal can have. There was not a single wildebeest right here, but there's a drink zone. So yeah, they left the area before we arrived, unfortunately. Let me just verify there's not a single max estimate here. Yeah, you know, if they implement the rhinos and the elephants as part of the storyline, you know, a lot of people would complain less about them being endangered and that kind of stuff. But at the same time, like, we already have snow leopards, we have Bengal tigers. You know, unlimited numbers. But, like, I wouldn't see any problem with them, with the elephants and the rhinos being added as a completely huntable species. You know, of course, you have to make them rare. But I think that would be the right way to approach it. Just make them completely huntable. And also give them some missions, like give context to why they are huntable on the reserve, you know? But this rate is 11 till Fable. Oh really, Minx? So you just found a great one. That is amazing. Okay, another area on this map that I love is this southern part. So we're gonna go and we're gonna unlock the outpost that I believe is right here. We're gonna place a marker and we're gonna start working our way towards there. We are probably gonna spot some wildebeest in the process. I think they should add leopard, cheetah or alligators. Absolutely. Yeah, leopards would be fantastic. Okay, there's a wildebeest. And imagine the cheetahs, like, they better make them fast. They better make them as fast as they are in real life. It would be very, very challenging to hunt. Oh, that one is... No, there's a level 3, never mind. By the way, guys, if you could choose, you know, 5 weapons on this game, what would they be? Like, what would be your top 5 favorite weapons on the game? Because I'm working on a top 10 best weapons on the game, so, you know, I wanna hear your opinions. Just 5 weapons. It doesn't matter if it's rifles, pistols, bows, just 5 weapons. Hello, Jamieathon. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Well, I wish they could add the AK-47. That would be amazing. Frost is the best weapon. The Frost is a fantastic rifle. Definitely the best 226 class rifle. Class 226 rifle, I mean. Yeah, it hits like a tank. The 243, 270, 338, 22 LR, 7mm. But, you know, those are calibers, well. You know, if you could, like, choose these specific weapons, what would you choose? 7mm, for sure. Yeah, the 7mm, the Malmer, it's amazing. The Frost 257, the Bolt Action 3006, the AR 300, and the AR 22. And the Cosa Morel 1897. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Cosa Morel is amazing as well. 308 Stalker, 300 AR, the 10 round 22 LR, so the firearm, and the 12 gauge. Yep, that is a very good list. Yeah, the 12 gauge Cacciatore, that has to be part of any top 5. Well, top 10, because a lot of people don't tend to use shotguns. So yeah, I would definitely place it within the top 10. Hello Christian, how are you? It's nice to see you. The base game ones, I see, well. The leopard resting should be in a tree like in real life. Yeah, a lot of animals really need like tree climbing mechanics. Yeah, because for example the leopards, like a lot of the bears should rest in trees. Of course the raccoons should be in trees a lot of the times. Like we could see squirrels, added to a game if we got a tree mechanic. So yeah, I completely agree. There's a wildebeest over there. Another one down here. 22 LR, Frost 257, Perry 308, Valgarda 375, and the Benel Hack 12 Cage are my favorite for each class. That is a very good list, Jimmy-a-thon. Yeah, that is a very good list. Because I have a top 5 in mind, guys. So yeah, you will see it whenever I upload that video. Probably early this week. But I will say that it is mainly based on my personal preferences. No level 4s on that herd again. Well, there's a level 4, but not max estimate. And it just got spooked by a lion, I assume. We're also gonna need a mythical lion for the competition. Where's the lion? Ooh, there's a max estimate, okay. That is a max estimate. It has the small diamond horns. So it could be diamond, but hopefully it'll be gold. And it is 250 meters out, guys. Finally something. Finally something decent. This could be a very nice submission if it scores close to diamond. The Olson, the Arsina, the 308 Moonlight, the Sarsa 308, that is a very good top 3 quirk. Okay, less than 200 meters out, we're gonna use the Malmer 7mm right here. Let's hear for 150. He's gonna start throwing very soon. And that should be good. Yep, he's going down. Perfect. I also like the Johansson. Oh yeah, the Johansson is also very nice. You know, guys, another very underrated weapon that I'm not seeing anyone mention is the, what is it called? The Moradi Morel 1893, I think it is called. That thing is a beast. You know, it's class 3 to 8. It uses the 44 caliber of the handguns, and the penetration, that thing is crazy. The only downside it has is that it's only able to zero up to 150 meters. So it's, you know, a close range weapon, relatively short close range, but it's still a very nice rifle for anything below class 8. It's fantastic. Like you said, maybe like birds can go in a tree for resting zone. Yeah, a lot of the birds should rest on trees. So that sort of mechanic would be amazing for sure. Okay guys, so let's see a score of this one. The closer it scores from diamond without making diamond, the better. We are gonna submit it anyway. But let's see. It is a 37.12, okay. The diamond score is 37.69, so it's close, but not as close as it could have been. We are still gonna take him a picture. And we're gonna go to our latest harvest as well, to take a picture of this list as well. And I'm gonna go submit it to my Discord. Let's see, another decent submission. Not too bad. By the way guys, for anyone wondering, we're currently doing a calls only competition. No time, the diamonds don't count, it is calls only. And it is for the biggest Gamesbook, the biggest wildebeest, the biggest lion, and the biggest lion, Cape Buffalo, Warhawk, Lesser Kuru, and Springbok. Calls only. You know, the player with the highest combined score, product of the addition of their 7 biggest submissions, will win the competition. And again, if you wanna join it, just go to my Discord server. You'll find the link pinned on the comment section. Just go to my Discord server, go to the theHunter competition channel, and there you'll be able to easily submit wherever you kill. Just make sure to post both a picture of your latest harvest and the harvest screen. Super simple. Now that is a level 4. He has a decent estimate. That is also a level 4 female, but I highly doubt it's gonna score, you know, higher than our last submission. We are still gonna kill it just in case. May give us a couple extra points. So let's see. She's alert. She's fleeing. It got spooked by something, because I don't think we spooked her. Yeah, there's a lion close to us. Damn, that's unfortunate. Of the well. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's continue, guys. We're gonna keep working our way towards this outpost. Maybe meat-eating animals can hunt like how mountain lions talk, but don't attack. Yeah, you know, it could be cool if those animals could actually interact with other animals, but without actually eating them. Because at some point they were actually able to kill animals. You know, back on 2019, I think, whenever the mountain lions were added for the first time, they were actually able to kill other animals, which was insane. For example, the lions also stalk, just as the mountain lions. Coyotes. Yeah, the ones that do are wolves, the lions. I think the snow leopards as well. The tigers, of course. So let's see, guys. No signs of any gamesbug. Well, there are some cave buffaloes finally. And there's a mythical. Okay, guys, that's gonna be another decent subrider. It has the big mythical horns, so that's good. What weapon do we have that is able to drop it? We have no weapons that is able to drop it. That's not good. Is pro lagging for anyone else, or is it just my internet? Hopefully it's just your internet. Let's see. You know, my connection seems to be decent at the moment. But let me know in the comments, guys, is the stream lagging? Can the Malmer drop it? Well, it covers class 9, that's true. Could actually go for a shot here. You know, I still need to unlock that outpost. But yeah, the Malmer can actually drop it, you are very right. 337.41 gold level 4 female gamesbug. No way, Wolf, that's... What is the diamond score? Like, that's right below diamond score, right? Bro, should I hunt tigers or springbok? I think you should go for springbok, big rocky muscle. Springbok for the competition. Yeah, we can definitely hit a barrel on this cave buffalo with a Malmer, but we're gonna need him perfectly broadside. You know, either perfectly broadside or get super close to it. Let's see. He's attentive. He's alert now. Let's try to hit it here. That is not a good angle. The penetration is decent, but I don't think it's high enough to... Never mind, that should be good. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to die, but as you can see, he's going down. So yeah, we definitely got a barrel, and that's gonna be our first submission for the cave buffalo. Decent mythical. Can't complain. Yeah, the gamesbug. Yeah, that is a really big sub. That's gonna be hard to beat. I think they should give the bears a better aggressive mechanic, like charging grizzly bears would be cool to interact with each other. Absolutely, Leviathan. Yeah, for example, the grizzly bears should be very, very dangerous. Posted on the competition, but I was definitely hoping for something bigger. Did we just lose connection with the server? No, I was lagging like that. Maybe black bears can have a fighting mechanic like in real life. Yeah, I think all of the bears should have a fighting or aggressive mechanic that is better than what they should have now. What they have now. Because at the moment they can attack you. There is another mythical Cape Buffalo. Let's continue. I found my 8th mythical, 48 to 50. Is that a lion, Christian? Stream is lagging a lot, it's probably my internet then. So yeah, I'm gonna fix it in a moment, just gonna go unlock that outpost and I'm probably gonna have to restart my internet if the stream is lagging that much. Hello guys, can you hear me now? Yeah, we should be back now. You know, I had to restart my internet. Because yeah, the stream was lagging a lot and whenever that happens, that's the only way to fix it. So yeah, just let me know. Okay, we can hear you, perfect. Perfect guys. Alright, so we're back. Yeah, and the stream shouldn't be lagging nearly as much now. Okay, great to hear. Great to hear. Just give me a second. I need to just fix this chat because my chat on OBS got frozen. So I need to refresh it as well. Just give me a second. And it is working now. Perfect. Alright guys, so we're gonna go back to Borjonga Savannah. Of course we got disconnected from the session we were. But now we have more options, more servers. And I managed to unlock the outpost we're gonna unlock. So we're gonna go back to the same lake and hopefully we'll find the big wildebeest. Or something bigger. Now we can actually start focusing on the other species. You know, like the kurus and the warhogs. Got that lion, 47.94. Nice, that was a huge lion, Christian. That is nice to hear. That is a huge... You are gonna submit it, right? Yeah, that'll be very hard to beat. ASCII is still the best map. I'm already over Scotland. Yeah, in my opinion, ASCII is definitely better than Scotland. And in my opinion, one of the top 4 best maps on the entire game. I just wish it had a couple more unique species, you know? Like a couple more upland birds. Some warhogs down there. Let's see if we can find a max estimate. There's a level 3. So yeah guys, it is time to start focusing on the other species like the warhogs and the lesser kurus. There's a lion. Korakeri buffalo, then I have all the species submitted at least. That will be a huge advantage, you know, to already have all the species submitted. That will give you a good chance to improve and get within the top 3. We are gonna continue this way. Damn, the hunting pressure is crazy here. We're gonna go to a different outpost. We're gonna go to this one. Maybe find a big springbok because we also need a springbok. Let's see, guys. Maybe buffaloes could have a fighting mechanic, like they can go head to head. Yeah, imagine buffaloes fighting. Yeah, imagine buffaloes clashing their horns against each other. That'd be something. Alright, there's a springbok, some scrub hares. Let's see here. There is another springbok, just a female. There's another. There is a max estimate right there, okay. Tiny max estimate though. What do we have? We should have the 257, yeah. We're gonna zero for 150. And as soon as he stops jumping, we're gonna shoot it. Well, he's throwing now. That's it. Let me just check there isn't another herd on the side. Yeah, there is. Level 3 and 3 females. There are more down there. There is also level 3. There are so many springboks here. There is a level 4, but not max estimate, unfortunately. Have you ever played Red Dead Redemption 2? Yeah, Leviathan. Yeah, I completed the game, actually. And I loved it. It is one of my favorite games ever, for sure. Yeah, I think it's a super nice game, and I love the graphics. I love both the story and the graphics. It's so nice. Is it just me, or would Muskox on Yukon would be nice? Yeah, Muskox. Not sure if they could be on Yukon. I guess they can. But for example, Muskox on an Arctic Reserve, that would be a perfect addition. Where are you at, bro? I'm currently here. Right here, King Crab. This area tends to be pretty consistent for the Springboks. It's one of my favorite locations for them. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption is one of the best games ever created, in my opinion. Like, maybe the best game ever. The second game. Right, so we're gonna claim this Maxisimi Springbok that we just shot. Let's see. Can you make more videos when you do a week in every map? I watched them all already. Oh yeah, I do plan to make more, you know, hunting on every map videos. We didn't take a picture of that Springbok, that's unfortunate. It was tiny though. It was a tiny max estimate, so honestly, I'm not sure if I was even gonna submit it. Like, there are people out there like Raid Harrison getting 78.12.2 Springboks. Like, of course that 66 something wouldn't have done anything. That is a nice Springbok raid, by the way. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm definitely planning to make more 7-day challenges in the near future. Elaine. Yeah, I think the next one I'm gonna do will be on New England mountains. Either New England or Rancho del Arroyo. No, never mind, I already did Rancho, so it would be either New England or... I think I'm gonna go back to Layton Lake. Second level 5 minutes. The first one scored 80. That's crazy, right? So 78.2 is a diamond, right? I believe. Yeah, because if it's a troll, that would be fantastic. Fantastic for a competition. Those 7-day challenge are how I found your channel. Nice to hear, Mr. Rahog. Yeah, they got very popular, so I definitely plan to continue making them. But I'm gonna shift my focus a bit, from making trophy videos to making more guides and like different types of videos. Like I wanna go back to making top 10s about different topics. It could be top 10 best weapons, which is the video I'm working right now. It could be top 10 hardest diamonds or top 10 easiest diamonds. Could be top 10 DLCs in general. There are many different videos I can make. And of course, like concepts about new reserve. Like I want to make a concept about like an Amazon rainforest map or an African map. Also concepts about grade ones. And just more guides about different topics on the game. Like diamond guides or grade 1 guides. Some beginner guides as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I can make that doesn't involve me, hunting trophies. And the thing is that is the kind of content that tends to do better on YouTube at the moment. So yeah, if I wanna grow the channel, I'll have to start shifting my focus towards, the content people actually tend to watch more. It's not necessarily the content I like to make, but it is the kind of content that tends to be more popular. So yeah, I'll have to start shifting my focus more towards that kind of stuff. Top 10 run and gun maps. That could be an interesting one. I think I'd make it more like top 5. Top 5 run and gun maps. Something like that. Would you consider a Harlequin dog an easier diamond or a harder one? I would say the Harlequin dog is on the easier side. Leviathan. Yeah, it tends to be a fairly easy diamond, but not as easy as the Wildebeest, for example. I love the every diamond in the game video, was the best, I'm glad to hear. Oh, I love making those videos. Yeah, I love making those videos, and I'm very close from being able to make another one. I just need to get the woodland caribou. Hey man, you think the Marsh DLC is a lodge? Maybe CPG. Yeah, the fact we already got lodge customizations could be an indication that we are gonna get a new lodge at some point, since they are start to put focus right there. But we'll see. I hope it is. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's time for us to get a new trophy lodge. But it's also very possible that it will be another weapon pack. I'm personally not a huge fan of weapon packs, but I guess that's what makes them money. I mean, I guess they are easy to make and they make them a pretty nice amount of money, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another weapon pack. Make grade 1 concepts for the Rocky Mountain elk and the caribou. Also make a lodge concept. Now a lodge concept would be very interesting, big rocky muzzle. But yeah, also those grade 1 concepts for those species would be... they could be popular. Grade 1 concept about a grade 1 lion. I want to make one of those because Warhonga Savannah really needs a grade 1. Yeah, I think those could be popular. Hints and clues in February, hopefully. Yeah, because we normally get the first DLC of the year around like late February or early March. So yeah, we're probably gonna start getting clues very soon. Nothing big there. We're gonna keep walking that way. I'm gonna try to unlock this outpost. What grade 1 should they add next? I really wanna see an elk grade 1. Elaine. An elk grade 1 like the Maniraban elk could be nice. Of course, Roosevelt elk since it is on Layton. That would be another fantastic grade 1. So I'm really hoping for an elk grade 1 at some point, or something like blacktail could be amazing as well. Something with antlers, because I wanna see antlers. Like, that is my favorite part about the grade 1s, just the antlers. Like, I'm not saying I don't like the force, but I definitely prefer antlers over force. So I am hoping for an elk grade 1. Grade 1 axis deer could be interesting as well. Lion grade 1 with a full cold Fable Africa. A full cold Fable Africa would be very interesting. I love that name, to be honest. But yeah, for the lions they could do many different things, you know, with the manes, with the color of the manes. Like, imagine a fully black grade 1 lion with some scars on it, and like a messy brown mane. That could be interesting. Bighorn ram as a grade 1, or Rocky Mountain elk in my opinion. Oh yeah, a grade 1 bighorn. That would be another grade 1. Another very good grade 1. We are very close to another player, which is not ideal. What is your accent? I'm Mexican, Wooderson. So yeah, my accent is Mexican. I speak Spanish. Okay, there's a lion over there. So I see wildebeest. Surprisingly, it is alone. I much prefer antler grade 1s over horned or tusk grade 1s. Same, Mr. Rahok. Yeah, antlers, in my opinion, are the best part about the grade 1s. That is the reason why I love the grade 1 whitetail and the grade 1 moose so much. You know, I also like the mule deer, but I don't think the antlers on them are as good as the antlers on the whitetail and the moose, I mean. I only like a couple of their variations. We need a grade 1 elk, caribou, and lion. Honestly, those three would be fantastic. Yeah, the caribou also need a grade 1. Because, you know, hear me out, you could make a general grade 1 for the caribou and the reindeer. I mean, at the end of the day, they all share the same racks. Like, they have the same true racks. So they could perfectly share the same grade 1. They are very similar to each other. You know, when years ago I found your channel, I thought you were Finnish because of the accent. Also, since you really love Revontuli, you know, that is very understandable, because I've had a lot of people tell me that my accent is similar to the accent of the guy on the Revontuli Coast trailer. It's just a heavy accent. So that's funny. Yeah, Santiago, I can speak Spanish. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We need a grade 1 lion, Cape buffaloes, and a gator. And crocodile as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, imagine a grade 1 crocodile on Emerald Coast. That would be the easiest grind ever. And the designs they could do for them, like, there's a lot of potential. If they don't do a scar for the grade 1 lion, that would be disappointing. Same. Like, they have to do something with scars. Just as they did with the wolf. Or even better, even more scars. Woodcock, grade 1 woodcock. Now that could be interesting. You know, we also need a grade 1 dog, grade 1 waterfowl. Yeah, we need more grade 1 birds, and a woodcock that could be very, very interesting, because they are such a beautiful species. Yeah, you know, for the woodcock I would do something like, as for the grade 1, maybe a design that is similar to the Mandarin woodcock. Because it's such a beautiful pattern, such a beautiful color. So yeah, I could take inspiration of that design and put it on a grade 1 for the woodcock. There are some springboks over there. We need a max estimate. A scar across the eye. Oh yeah. Yeah, like Scar from the Lion King. They did a Scar fur for both the wolf and the boar. They'll do it for lion too. Yeah, I would say they're definitely gonna do it for lion. And yeah, you're so right. The wild boar also has a Scar parent. So yeah, the lion has to have it, absolutely. Can you do a great one grind with me? Unfortunately, I can't, Santi. You know, I'm barely having time to do a great one grind myself. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to. We need a... There's not a max estimate near. We are spotting many Springboks though. None of them is big. We're gonna continue heading towards... Well, we already unlocked the south post. So now what we need is to start unlocking the areas where the warhogs inhabit. You know, we already visited this area for the Springboks on this server. So I think we're gonna go to a different session and we're gonna visit the same area, see if we can spot a max estimate. Let's see, guys. We need another morning session. Okay, so we have Borjonga Savannah. We have this server 734. This could be a good one. We need a reptile, great one. Yeah, crocodile or alligator. You know, those two. It could do for a very interesting great one, especially the crocodile, because it would be such an easy grind. I want a great one Cape Buffalo, same. Either lion or Cape Buffalo here on Borjonga Savannah. I think it's time for this map to get some love and get a great one, and some remasters as well, because the models on the majority of the species are pretty outdated, let's put it that way. Like, if you compare the models here with the models on the newer maps, you will see the difference in the quality of the fur and the model itself. Like, they are very, very outdated. They look like models from a 2010 game, with all due respect. Great one kangaroo. That would be interesting, Christian. You know, a great one exclusive to Emerald Coast. There is an area on the left mountains that has Springboks. Yeah, it's right here. You know, this area is pretty good for Springboks. It is actually the best place to find Springboks, but it takes a while to get there. I will need to use the four-wheeler. I found your channel a few years ago, and I always assumed you had a European accent. Yeah, you aren't the only one, the Uncle Ben. Like, I've gotten people that told me I had a Russian accent. You know, which is understandable because of the way I pronounce the R's, or the way I used to pronounce the R's. So yeah, you aren't the only one. Like, a lot of people like think I'm from Eastern Europe. Or from Finland or something like that. But yeah, I'm actually from Mexico. A Florida map could be cool with pythons and stuff. You know, I'm completely down to get another North American map, despite we already having like 6 of them, as long as they add new species. Because there are a lot of species on North America that we haven't seen in game, especially like bird species and dog species. Like, they could perfectly do a Rebon Tully Coast 2.0 on the United States. with like 10 new bird species. Like, that is the kind of North American map I wanna see. Because if they are gonna do another, you know, map full of repeats, I don't wanna hear anything about it. Yeah, we already, like, we have the whitetail, we have the moose in like 5-6 maps. Like, it's honestly a bit too much at this point. Great on Warhawk. The potential on the different tusks design, we would say, is pretty high. So yeah, that would be an amazing great one. Baikal teal. Oh yeah, the Baikal teal. That is a beautiful looking dog. Like, earlier I was taking a look at many dog species around the world, and yeah, the ones that caught my attention were the Baikal dog. Then there's also the King Eider, I think it's called. And then there's another species of King Eider that is also super beautiful. And then the Mandarin dog from Asia. That's such a beautiful dog, possibly the most beautiful dog around the world. And there are others, like on South America, on Argentina, there are many beautiful dogs that we need to see on the game at some point. You think we'll get 2 reserves this year too? Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna see two big reserves this year. Not only 2 reserves this year, but 2 big reserves this year. Yeah, because they have more people to work on maps at the moment. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the reserves keep getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what they release on the summer, especially. I think it's gonna be something very, very special. Oh, level 5. Level 5 Springbok, guys. That is a level 5 Springbok. He looks really big. 74 to 84 estimate. So I think it's gonna make it, unfortunately. Like, it's crazy we're saying that it's unfortunate he's gonna make it, but yeah, I think that's gonna be Diamond. We need him to troll for us to be able to submit it, but he's gonna make it, most likely. So we'll see. Here we have the 257, we're gonna zero for 150. And that's it. So let's see a score. Yeah, guys, this is one of the hardest diamonds on Borjonga Savannah. As CBG is saying, one of the hardest diamonds, but as I said, this area right here, possibly my favorite spots for Springboks on the entire map, is very consistent and it has given me a lot of trophies. Like, I think I've gotten 2 albinos here, 2 male albinos, and like 3 or 4 diamonds. So yeah, this is a very nice place to visit. It's crazy we managed to find a level 5 before even a decent sized max estimate. So let's see a score, guys. What do you think is gonna score? Personally, I hope it is a troll, because it would be an amazing submission. Not sure if anyone has already submitted a troll Springbok. Let's take a look at the table before we claim it, actually. Yeah, as you can see, Cerberus is still in the first place. There have been a lot of participants, 23 at the moment. Not sure if this thing is even displaying the whole table, but there have been a lot of participants so far. And there have been some really big Springboks posted, as you can see on the right side. The biggest was a 74.52 from Hator. No, never mind, there's a 76.96, I believe. So yeah, there have been some huge ones. There's another 76 as well. So we'll see, guys. I don't think it's gonna troll though. I think this will be a huge diamond above 80. I submitted my 78.2 Springbok. It should be the biggest. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the biggest actually. Yeah, amazing submission, by the way. Let's see a score. It is a 79.77. He made it. He made it. A diamond Springbok. We can't complain. You know, the weight was very close to the troll weight. 41.13 kilos. I believe I've gotten trolls around 41 kilos. So yeah, very small diamond, but unfortunately he made it, which is crazy to say. Crazy to say. Still nice. Like, it's always nice to get a diamond of this kind. But we have to continue looking for trolls. We have to continue looking for big goals. So we're gonna start by unlocking this outpost right here, because I also wanna go and look for some warhogs around the coast. Borhonga feels like an abandoned map. All your maps get all the remorse, and Borhonga caves don't even have a true racks yet. Yeah, I think it's time for Borhonga Savannah to finally get some love, because yeah, it's been abandoned. It's been completely abandoned. It doesn't have a single great one, it has no remaster so far, and it has a lot of exclusive species. Like, what, 9 exclusive species? And not a single remaster? Yeah, this map should be a lot more popular, to be honest. They should revive it. Like, give it a new species and give it a great one, and you will see how quickly it revives. Because it's fun to hunt here. Shorty Games, welcome to the stream, how are you? No diamonds allowed on the competition? Yeah, no diamonds allowed on the competition, the Uncle Ben. This competition is only for the biggest goals. So trolls are the most valuable thing you can get, pretty much. I'm gonna update the trophy counter, by the way, guys. Just give me a second. Just to display we already have 1 diamond on this stream. Right there. 1 diamond and 0 rare so far. If they rework the animals, it will be popular, but they won't make money from it, so probably won't happen. That is the thing. Yeah, that is the thing that's probably preventing them from, like, updating this map. It won't make them any money. You know, something they could do, in my opinion, is, you know, maybe add a new great one. Let's say a new Cave Buffalo great one, and release it along a weapon DLC that includes a weapon that is particularly good to hunt Cave Buffaloes. I don't know, the 700 Nitro, make it, you know, exclusive for class 9s. And make it crazy for the Cave Buffaloes. Like, that could make them money. Yeah, release that weapon along the Great One Cave Buffalo and promote it as a great weapon to hunt the buffaloes. That would boost both the, you know, the sales for the DLC and the sales for Borhonga Savannah, because people would want to grind the Cave Buffaloes. Especially if it is a nice looking great one. I'm also doing good, Jordi. I'm glad to hear you're doing good as well. It's nice to see you here. I want pelicans, wolverine, or hawk. We need some birds. We need some bigger birds as well. Wolverines would be a great addition. I got a troll wild hog that was 0.01 off of diamond. Damn, fat mat. That's unfortunate. Did I miss anything? William, you missed a diamond springbok. A diamond springbok and a few big goals for the other species. Maybe sun bear. What is the sun bear? You know, I know there are some bear species that have like a yellow pattern on either their chest or their face. So yeah, I guess the sun bear is the one that is, I think, native of Asia. Because there's another bear on South America that also has like a yellow pattern. Oh yeah, the sloth bear is the one that could have been added to Sundarpatan, I remember. Yeah, Sundarpatan could have really benefited from having that bear, in my opinion. Especially if they made him like truly aggressive. Anyone else oh, I cannot speak. Anyone else think that the black fur type for the Springbok is really underrated? Yeah, honestly, the black fur type on the Springbok should be a rare in my opinion. Like, they look melanistic. That should have been a great one black bear fur. Oh yeah. Yeah, imagine a grade on black bear with a yellow pattern on his chest. That would look sick. Polar bears, we need polar bears. We need an Arctic map. Like, honestly, apart from Africa 2.0, the map I want the most is an Arctic map. Or Greenland map. You know, somewhere around that region. You could add walruses, you could add muskox, you could add polar bears, you could add doll sheep, Arctic wolves, Arctic foxes, snowshoes, seals. There are so many species that they could add on an Arctic reserve. So I'm very excited to see one added at some point. Yeah, Investor Chris, I completely agree. As I was saying earlier, the only scenario where I would like an US map, another US map, would be if they make it like another Revontuli Coast. Like, if they make a US map that is mostly Warful, with a lot of new Warful species and bird species, that's something that I would like. Otherwise, I don't want to know anything else about the US in the game. Like, I don't want more whitetail or moose maps. More of the same. Yeah, if they're gonna make another US map, they better start adding some of the exclusive bird species that you can find on North America. Oh, level 9 buffalo, what? That is a level 9 buffalo right there, and it could be troll. Could be troll, guys. Okay, we're on this area, guys, as you can see. Super close from the outpost we wanted to unlock, and there's a level 9k buffalo. That is nice. Lots of better places than the US, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I really want to see some of the bird species that are exclusive to the US, though, or to North America. For example, what is it called? The spruce grouse. That is a 6 species. The sharp-tailed grouse, 6 species. California quail. I forgot the name. I think it is sage grouse, I think it's called. That is another beautiful bird. Guys, this guy is 180 meters out. We could shoot it right here using the Malmer. So let's see, he's almost completely broadside. Let's go for a long. Should be good. Is it good? Did we push it with the Malmer? It's taking a while to go down and he's not going down. Well, right here the second time. Damn. We might have pushed it with the Malmer, that's insane. It just didn't have enough penetration, I imagine. Fortunately, if he doesn't make diamond, even if we push it, you still count towards the competition, if it is a troll. You know, a pushed diamond wouldn't count, but a pushed troll would. So we are still gonna submit it if it is a troll. We'll see. It sucks we pushed it though, that was so stupid. I wanna see. I guess it was the lack of penetration, but he wasn't going down. He just wasn't going down. There has to be a push every week. Because the shot placement was pretty decent. But I guess the issue this time was the penetration. I trusted the Malmer too much this time. Yeah, look. Very low. Very low. Damn. Is there any Parablood right here? I doubt it. He hasn't died. So yeah, guys, we botched it. And we hit it a second time. That was our mistake because we could have had a second chance. There are some Warhawks down there. That was so stupid. Well, we'll have to chase it. We'll have to chase it, unfortunately. Because I don't think he's gonna die. We have to go back for the 470, by the way. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the outpost first. And then we're gonna go back to go kill that buffalo. Hopefully he'll troll. So we can still submit it. So many maps are needed, I'll be patient. Yeah, they could easily make another 20 maps, all full of exclusive species, and yeah, keep this game alive for another 10 years easily. Many like the 7mm, not me. Yeah, I don't trust the 7mm against Class 9 species. I guess our mistake was taking the shot like too far, because we took a similar shot on a mythical buffalo earlier, but it was closer, and the penetration was not an issue. But also the Cape buffaloes tend to be more tanky sometimes. Like sometimes not even the 300 gets penetration on them. So we should have been more careful. That was our mistake. We were overconfident. Penguins. Oh yeah, penguins would be sick. An Amazon map would be very cool. Yeah, an Amazon map would be one of the maps with the highest potential on this game, in my opinion. Like you could add so many exclusive species. You could add even some monkeys, you know. It would be controversial, but you could definitely add some monkeys. You could maybe add snakes. Like there are a lot of cool stuff that they could add on an Amazon map. Sea lion. Oh yeah, those are sick. Are those on the Arctic? Okay guys, so it's time to equip a right weapon, a proper weapon for Class 9 species. You know, why do I have both the Quiz Reaper and the Frost? Never mind. Yeah, I think I was recording the top 5 video and I forgot to unequip it. So we're gonna carry the 470 to shoot these buffaloes. I love this weapon. We have the 470 nitro bullets right there. Okay, we are ready. We just watched a level 9 buffalo. Hopefully he won't make it, so we can still submit it. Let's see. We are ready to go. Hello Yarek, how are you? Welcome to stream. Bro, use the 375. I love the 375, but honestly my favorite weapon to hunt Class 9 species is the 470. I love the penetration and I love to use the scope that you can use on it. This one. Yeah, I just love it. And it's super good to defend yourself against aggressive buffaloes. The only downside of an Amazon map is I imagine it'll be quite dense. Yeah, I imagine an Amazon map would be maybe the densest map we have seen so far. Well, it depends on what they do, because like they could also make it quite open in some areas just to balance things out. Because no one wants a super dense map. It has to be a mix between open and dense areas. But of course you wouldn't be able to find, let's say, the monkeys on the open areas. Like that would have to be on the actual jungle. By the way guys, for anyone who's just joining, we're currently doing a calls only competition on my Discord server on Borjonga Savannah. And it is a competition for the biggest call scoring Gamespok, Blue Wildebeest, Lion, Cape Buffalo, Warhawk, Lesser Kuru, and Springbok you can possibly get. Combined score. You know, it is a calls only competition, so the diamonds don't count. And if you wanna enter this competition, just go to, my Discord server. You'll find the link on the comment section of this stream. It is pinned at the top. Just go to the theHunter competition channel on my Discord, and there you'll be able to read the rules and submit your best kills. Super easy. I have never seen you hope something would troll. Yeah, that is the thing with this competition, Jordi. Trolls are exactly what we want. Trolls are the best thing you can get. So we're gonna chase this buffalo. Let me see, is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive, he never died. Where is that? That is a Kuro. We also need a big Kuro. Let's see, guys. Bro, I was looking away. Was your buffalo brown as well? It was a black. Yeah, it was a black. That is a female. Is that part of the same herd? That is a level 3. There are some buffaloes down here, guys. So maybe the level 9 is down there. There's a level 6. Level 7. I think that level 7 was with the level 9. Maybe. This could be a completely different herd, though. Nope, there he is. Look. That is our level 9 right there. We already botched it. We have no chance to save it because we already hit him 2 times with the Malmer. So yeah, guys, this is the moment where we grab our 470. He's getting way too far, though. We're gonna hit him on the butt. I think we missed. Yeah, we definitely missed. Okay, well, we know he's here. So we're gonna try to drop it as quickly as possible. You cannot get troll wildebeest. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the wildebeest, when they are level 5s, they are pretty much guaranteed to be diamond. And a lot of the level 4s make it. So yeah, it has to be a massive level 4. Hey bro, do you have any advice for hunting the springbok? You know, I would say, set the time to morning, Mr. Warhawk. Go to multiplayer and go check this area over and over. Right here, this is where I got the diamond, and I've gotten a lot of trophy springboks right here. And of course, this other area right here, this mountain, fantastic for springboks as well. Let's see, we gotta find this buffalo. We need something, guys. I'm crossing my fingers this buffalo will troll, because even if we post it, we are still gonna be able to submit it, because you can post botched goals, but not botched diamonds. There is the same hair right there. What animals are in the challenge? This challenge is, look, there is a leaderboard. It has Kingspok, wildebeest, lion, Cape buffalo, lesser kuro, warhawk, and springbok. But the difference with this competition is that we are only gonna count the goals. It is a goals only competition. You cannot post diamonds. So yeah, those are the species right there. So we're chasing this buffalo. Should be just ahead. By the way, that level 2 scrub hair was a max estimate. Sounds good, Leviathan. It was nice to see you, brother. Have a good night. What? Guys, what is that? What in the world? Is that guy Morin? Is that guy Morin or... yeah, maybe that guy is Morin, eh? Or maybe that buffalo just got thrown out of the air due to a bug. Yeah, yeah, guys, I think that guy is Morin, eh? No, yeah, look. That was insane. Maybe he isn't, maybe because I've seen that kind of thing happen even on single player. That was insane. Okay, here we have this max estimate scrub hair. In theory, has a chance to make it. So we are gonna shoot him right here with a shotgun. Easy shot. Thank you, AJ. Have a good night. It was nice to see you. This crop here is a 4.86, far from diamond. Now he's ground beef. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way he survived that. Jordi, I have no idea what just happened. You know. Don't try to understand what just happened, just laugh. I just wanna find this level 9. We haven't harvested the buffalo yet, Wolf, because he didn't die. That's the thing. So yeah, now we're looking for a chance to shoot it again. But these guys are fast. Yeah, I wonder if this level 9 is still here. Because if the other guy was actually mooring, maybe he also launched the level 9 to another dimension. Google Amazon animals: jaguar, sloths, colorful macos, giant anacondas, capybaras, monkeys, giant otters, river dolphins. Oh yeah, I've heard about the river dolphins. I don't think we will see them on the Hunter though. That would have been sick on the angler though, for example. Okay, so that is the herd where the level 9 should be. But there are no signs of the 9. That level 5 is nervous. Okay, we're probably close, guys. We're just gonna keep following them. We're gonna start taking a more cautious approach here. Just gonna start walking. Okay, we spooked one. Well, we spooked a scrub here, never mind. So guys, what do you think the next reserve will be? Or what do you want the next reserve to be? You know, personally, if I had to choose, that would definitely be Afirca 2.0. That would be my choice. Either Africa or the Arctic. And then the Amazon. Those would be my 3 top choices. Amazon rainforest. It would be amazing. The diversity on that area, it would make for an amazing map for sure. I think it'll be a wild one that will completely surprise us. Hopefully, Mr. Wahok. Hopefully. You know, somewhere on Asia, it could be another very exciting map. Okay, so these buffaloes are heading towards this area. No signs of the level 9 though. Like, I haven't even seen a single max weight decimate track around here. Okay, there's a herd. Couple of level 3 females. And there's a level 9. Okay, finally. We already botched it. Like, it doesn't matter if we don't hit it viral anymore. We just have to hit it again. Yeah, we're gonna use the 470 here. Let's just reload. He's still nervous. He's walking. We hit him. So yeah, guys, that's good. He's gonna die. Those trees look like broccoli. Yep, look. Some huge broccolis. So we finally dropped the level 9 we're chasing, guys. Now, our only hope is that it's gonna throw and we'll finally be able to submit it. if it's a troll, we're actually gonna be able to submit it on the competition, even after watching it. Would be good if they launch Afirca 2.0 and an upgrade to Afirca 2.1 and an upgrade of Borjonga Savannah as part of the sim launch. Imagine. Yeah, because let's say they also include lions on Afirca 2.0. Like, of course they would have to remaster the lions. They really need to be remastered. They look like absolute trash right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully something like that would happen. Also, the Cape Buffaloes, really hope they get it remastered at some point. You know, some true racks as well. Some new furs. The Andes, they have llamas. You know, llamas would be cool. Where did I hit this buffalo on this recent shot? You know, guys, I just went an African map. You know, at the elands, you know, at elephants, at rhinos, maybe hippos, and there are other species that are super cool looking that I just forgot the names. Damn, this level 9 is running. I'm surprised he keeps going. Like, is it bugged? We got host of the session already. Yep, he keeps going. He's still leaving blood though, and yeah, there's hunting pressure on the first spot where we shoot it, so he's actually dead. But he's just going very, very far, which is strange. The health still says 25 to 50. You know, guys, there's a very strange bug on this game that actually causes animals to never die. So I wonder if this is what's happening here. That would be very unfortunate. Because it took us a while to find this guy again and be able to shoot it again. Like, he's running way too far. So we'll see. There is a jackal. Yep, there are no signs of this buffalo. Maybe he didn't die? Did he not die? Pretty sure he did. Maybe he didn't. I can't believe it. This guy is an absolute tank. Like, we already hit him once with the 470 and he didn't die. Get your dog. Yeah, you know, I'm finding the trails Like, I'm still being able to follow the trail, but... Yeah, the blood trail stopped. So he actually didn't die. Which is incredible to me. And now the tracks just disappeared here. It will say tracking prey if it's alive. I see, I see. Let's see. Well, there's an outpost super close to us, so... Yeah, we may as well get the dog right there. Yeah, we're gonna go for the dog. I can't believe that didn't kill it. Or that didn't kill it quickly. Yeah, because that last shot was with the 470. Yeah, guys, so we're gonna harvest this buffalo and then we're gonna start hunting some lions. You know, we are hosts of the session at the moment, as you can see. So we're gonna be able to reset the time and set it to lion drink time. And I'm just gonna check a couple legs before calling it. Hey Landon, welcome to the stream. It's nice to see you again, it's been a while. How's your voice? Landon, my voice is pretty decent at the moment. It's just a bit irritated, a bit tense, but definitely good enough for streaming, which is what matters. Yeah, that was very weird because we tracked it for at least a kilometer and his health didn't go down to less than 25 to 50%. Yeah, I think he got bugged, to be honest. Let's see, we're gonna unlock this outpost. And I'm pretty sure this area is also within the Springbok territory, guys. So I'm just gonna use the binos here for a bit. Oh, you found an albino, Mr. Warhog. What was it? Springbok? Oh, level 3 albino Springbok. That's sick. Glad it helped, brother. Yeah, I assume you found it on the spot I told you. That spot is sick. That spot is amazing. So I'm glad that tip helped you. Alright guys. We're gonna get it dog. Yeah, the albino Springboks look amazing. Congratulations, brother. That is even better than a diamond in my opinion. "24-hour exclusion for what? For spamming? You know, it might have been an accident. You know, I would give her another, opportunity, just in case it was an accident, because sometimes the messages fail to send on YouTube, and then you have to click multiple times, and then it ends up sending it like 10 times due to connection issues. Yeah, Yeah, 24 hours exclusion is way too much, though. I don't even know how this works, to be honest. Yeah, in those cases, I would say, something like 5 minutes. And then if it keeps happening, then yeah, then you do 24 hours. Yeah, and albino is definitely way better than a diamond in most species, in my opinion. Sounds good, King Crab. Sounds good, sounds good. Oh, that is a really big springbok right there. Max estimate them. Okay, he's alarmed. Luckily we didn't spook it. So we'll have a chance to shoot it here with the frost. Let's see, guys. That's gonna be a very nice submission right there. Let's see. Just stop. And that's it. First level 4 max estimate springbok we killed on this stream that actually has a decent estimate. I had a 74 to 83 estimate level 4 and it scored 73. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this one scores similar to that. But hopefully it'll be like 76, 77. Let's see a score, guys. This could be very, very nice submission for a competition. Hello, Justin. It is nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a long time. I hope you are doing well, brother. Welcome to the stream. Let's see a score. Let's cross our fingers. It is a 72.94. Damn. Pretty big. Really, really big springbok. Definitely gonna be a nice submission, but I was hoping for something bigger, guys. You know, could have been a 76 or 77, as I said. So we're gonna claim it, and we're gonna go to take a picture of our latest harvest right here, because I'm definitely gonna submit this one, even though he isn't massive. So let's see. That's gonna be another submission. Damn, someone posted a troll. We needed a troll. We needed a troll earlier. Oh yeah, it is right. Yeah, I remember he mentioned that. Yeah, Wolf jinxed it. Wolf jinxed it pretty much. Okay, there's some more over there. There's a level 3. But yeah. What we wanted was to keep chasing the level 9 buffalo we pushed earlier. So we're gonna go back to where we had the last track, right here. I wish there was cross-platform. Absolutely, Christian. It would be great to have cross-platform as long, you know, as long as we had an anti-cheat. Because imagine if the console players were also affected by the cheats on PC. Yeah, that would be a huge problem. So yeah, as long as they don't implement any sort of very effective anti-cheat on PC, like I would never implement cross-platform, to be honest, because it would suck. Xbox multiplayer sucks, I can imagine, Silas. Welcome to the stream, by the way, it is nice to see you. Okay. We're gonna go back to where we had the last track of that Cape Buffalo. Yeah, it's been a minute, Silas. Yeah, Silas has like 100 grade ones, something like that. He's an amazing grinder. So yeah, it's nice to see you, brother. It's been a while. I also wish there was a server screen for console. I just get randomly joining the lobby. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is a problem with Xbox, like, you cannot choose the server to join. And it's unbelievable because PlayStation already has that option. Like, you can already choose your server on PlayStation, but not on Xbox as far as I know. Just took down the Albino and he just scored gold. Nice, Mr. Warhawk. Goal scoring Albino Springbok, that's amazing. Okay, so here's the buffalo. Here's the track. So we're gonna tell this dog to track it. Let's see if he finds more blood. Track not found, so yeah, he actually stopped leaving blood, incredibly. Let's see, guys. You know, at the moment we're at the Cape Buffalo drink time, so maybe he's heading towards the coast. Maybe. Yeah, sometimes I try to join Raymond Tully and it will out me Hirschfelden or a random map. That sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Like, trying to join Raymond Tully and being poor on Hirschfelden is crazy. There's also not much reason to play Xbox multiplayer because I already have all the maps. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because one of the main advantages of multiplayer is that you can try maps that you don't have. So yeah, if you don't do server hopping, there's really no reason to play multiplayer. This buffalo is being an absolute pain, guys. And I can't believe it. At least we managed to find a decent springbok in the meantime. So it's not been like we've been completely wasting our time with this one. There's the herd finally. What? Did you see that? Did you see that, guy? Like, another buffalo flying. What is going on? Like, I could only see it for a second, but that was a female, like, just landing. Guys, imagine if a buffalo, like, makes one of those super jumps again and then lands on our head and kills us. Like, that would be the craziest moment in Call of the Wild history. Oh, Max Smith Warhawk right here. That is something we want to chase, eh? That is something we want to chase. Not hoping for a level 5, but for a big gold. We just have to kill this damn buffalo. Where is it? Brother has survived pretty much everything. Yeah, you know, this is getting very personal with this buffalo. Like, I'm not gonna let anyone that survives 3 shots, like, stay alive. This is a personal fight at this point. Just trying to find the track again. Okay, so here's the herd. They changed directions. We're gonna leave a marker right here to not lose the Warhawk track. Here is this one. Yeah, that was a big Warhawk. That has the potential to be level 5, but let's hope it isn't level 5. And if it is a level 5, let's hope it trolls. My heart skips a beat every time I see a black springbok. Right? It's like, why aren't you a melanistic? Why did they include melanistic springboks? I mean, they included albinos, so why not melanistics? There's a warhawk right there. He's alone. Let's see, guys. Let's keep following this damn buffalo. Okay. Oh, there he is. There he is right there. Okay, guys, another chance. Let's just make sure to make a decent hit this time. He is like 150 meters out. We're gonna use the 470 again. That should have been a long. Or did we hear a bush or something like that? Well, they are on this way. I guess he's dead already. Let's just make sure he's in here. Let's pray we actually hear him. Let's see, guys. Let's just verify there isn't a single max weight decimate track right here. Because I'm not seeing any hunting pressure. You know, the hunting pressure should have appeared here. And there's some hunting pressure here, but this one was here earlier as well. Huh. That buffalo may actually be invincible indeed. I saw some warhawks over there. Look. There's only females. Guys, I think he may be dead. You know, the buffalo. Me, Sexy Kid returning. Yeah, it seems to be a case, King Crab. Look, let's go to a place where we shot the buffalo. Because I see no reason to not have hit that shot. I feel the hunting pressure should only appear where the lethal shot was taken. Absolutely. Absolutely. He didn't die. He didn't die. Alright, guys. This buffalo is something. He has survived 3 shots. He already survived a shot with the 470. He survived 2 shots on its side with a Malmer. And now he just survived a 4th shot that apparently didn't even hit it. Yeah, this thing is something. This thing has been something. He's the ultimate boss. He's the final boss, guys, of the bush animals. You might just need Hells to use her special powers to smite him. You know, I think Hells is actually behind all of this. You know, I think she has a blocker on me. The shot blocker. Okay, so apparently he is heading back now. King Crab, I've hit him 3 times. Yeah, first I botched it by hitting it 2 times with a Malmer. Like the first shot was completely broadside and apparently it didn't have enough penetration to reach the lung. And then I hit him again, like right after that shot. He didn't die, like it didn't do anything to him. And then we hit him another time with the 470. And I can't believe that shot didn't even hit a non-viral hit, you know? Yeah, he's a level 9, King Crab. He's a level 9. He's a level 9, but we want him to troll. Because if he trolls, we are still gonna be able to submit it on the competition, even after botching it, you know? Guys, maybe he actually died right here, because look, this trail was heading this way, then he came back, but this poop right here says old. So maybe he died wherever we shot it. Yeah, maybe it was the time where he was heading back to this area where we managed to shoot it. Oh yeah, he died right there. We just got confused by the tracks. Yeah, because I was checking this area to see if he managed to run this way after we shot it, and yeah, we found tracks right here. But yeah, apparently that was an old trail, as you can see. Yeah, he headed back this way, and we hit him right here. Look. Let's hope he trolls. 152.69, it was a diamond. Damn, this was the first shot right here. The shot with the Malmer, it was too far, that was the problem. Too far, so it simply didn't have enough penetration, unfortunately. Then the second shot, same thing, not enough penetration. Third shot with the 470, this one is incredible because the 470 should have definitely have enough penetration to hit at least, you know, the intestines here. But again, not enough penetration on the 470 with a bullet that is supposed to have 100 penetration, guys. So yeah, it's just the Buffaloes are way too tanky sometimes. And then the last shot, right here, broadside. This was a decent shot. But yeah, guys, that was it. That was the Buffalo. We won't be able to submit it. If he was a troll, we would have been able to submit it, but he didn't troll, unfortunately. That's hilarious. So that's it, guys. The Bosch Diamond of the stream, your weekly Bosch Diamond. Okay, we have another outpost right here. We're gonna go unlock it. And as I said earlier, you know, I wanna try to find a mythical lion or something like that before finishing the stream. But don't forget, guys, we found a max estimate warhog. I think it was around this area. We removed the waypoint. But yeah, there was a max estimate warhog, you know, not too far from here. We're gonna go look for it. We could go look for it, but we could also just reset the time to the warhog drink time. Yeah, we're gonna reset the time to the warhog drink time, and we're gonna go hunt some warhogs just quickly before finishing the stream. I want a big level 4 warhog. Where to submit the animal? So you're already on my Discord. Bizarrelev. I think that's how it's pronounced. If you're on my Discord, you have to go to the HUNter competition channel. In there, you'll be able to see a submission channel that has like multiple sub channels in it, and each sub channel has the name of each species. So you have to submit your submissions on the correct thread for each species. Let's see, let's make it warhog drink time right here. Let's go for some warhogs. Look, we're gonna go here. I don't see the channels for different species. Do you already have the Hunter competitions role, brother? Yeah, if you don't have the Hunter competitions role, just make sure to go to the roles channel. Just pick the Hunter competitions role, and then at the bottom of the server, you'll see there's a category called the Hunter competitions, and there's a channel called submissions. That's where you'll be able to see the channels for the different species, inside the submissions channel. Let's see, guys. We're gonna go to the coast. Down there. Glad to hear you good, brother. Good night, William. It was nice to see you, brother. Finally, gold Kuru. It was tiny. What did it score, Mr. Warhawk? Not even max estimate. Ooh, that mythical K-Buffalo right there has a nice estimate. That could improve our current submission, guys, so we're gonna go kill it. Yeah, it actually has the same estimate as a diamond, which is crazy. We're gonna place a waypoint exactly where it is. Scored 134. Me and Wolf have had at least 10 silvers in a row. Damn. There's a Warhawk. Is there any big Warhawk right there? There's a level 3, level 1, and level 1. No big Warhawk. Well, there's a level 4 right there, but it's not even max estimate. And this mythical is aggressive, perfect. That will make it much easier. Forgot to reload. That should do it. So yeah, guys, this is probably gonna improve our current submission because the mythical we got earlier was a 139. And the bottom estimate of this one is 139. So let's see. It is a 142.91, not too bad. That's bigger. That's a bigger submission right there. Terrible first shot. Just pretend that didn't happen. And here we have the second shot, single lung. So yeah, not too bad. Let's take a picture of our latest harvest right here. And I'm also gonna submit this one. Not too bad. Sounds good, Dickav. Have a very good night as well. Thank you very much. It was nice to see you. Oh, you got a diamond king crab. What was it? A buffalo? And then there's Bob. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm doing very good. It's nice to see you here. Let's see, guys. This stream is getting long, eh? We're gonna conclude it soon, but I wanna check, some Warhawks first. Just try to get a decent submission. But it's been a lot of fun, let me tell you. It's been nice to see you all here tonight. That is the same herd. See you, Jordi. Yeah, I also hope you have a good night. Yeah, it's also 8:32 here, so it's also night. No, I hope you have a good night, and it was nice to see you. I'm happy to hear that, and tenders, Bob. Happy to hear you are doing good. Yeah, it's been a great stream. It's been chill and fun. You know, just getting some submissions. And guys, the competition is currently doing fantastic. I think we've had more than 25 participants so far. Yeah, more than 23 participants so far. You cannot see the bottom rows, but there are more. So yeah, it's been a very, very nice competition. And again, if you wanna join it, just go to my Discord and you'll be able to post your submissions whenever you want. Super simple. Now let's look for Warhogs. I have never seen such an active competition. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had such an active competition, Mr. Warhog. Because our current record, I think it was 30 submissions, 30 participants, I mean. So yeah, this one is on its way to improve that. You know, if we can get more than 30 participants, that would be amazing. But yeah guys, there are no Warhogs here, and it's getting late. So we're gonna continue another day, probably on Tuesday. We're gonna continue looking for Warhogs, for Kuros, and for Lions. But it's been a fantastic stream, guys. It's been amazing to see you all here, and I'm definitely hoping to see you on the next one. You know, I hope you all have a good night or good day, depending on where you are. Have a good one, guys. It was nice to see you.